That feeling you get when Kanye West drops a new album is the same feeling as when another Canelo Alvarez fight is announced. This time, the undisputed champion at super middleweight will match up against light heavyweight star Dmitry Bivol. This fight for Canelo is coming after he KO'd 3 straight fighters in Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, and Avni Ildrum, on his way to becoming an undisputed champion in only 1 year. While on the other side, Dmitry Bivol is a Russian superstar with a record of 19-0 and 11 KOs. He may not be as highly decorated as some of Canelo's other opponents, aka popular, but the reason he is getting an opportunity with the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the world is because Dmitry will be the second fighter that Canelo has faced at 175. First being a very old Sergey Kovalev. I mean, let's be honest, the dude was ancient when he fought Canelo. And let's not forget that Bivol is the second best fighter at this weight class. I know, Canelo is a heavy favorite, and if I'm being honest, I'm kind of rooting for him, because I want to see his legacy grow and flourish. But he shouldn't underestimate Dmitry, because this grown-ass man has got some damn power, and he's massive. Plus, he has great defense and fundamentals, so Canelo will have a hard time landing much of anything versus this guy. Bivol's defense is so great that the Russian only has his opponents landing just 5.8 total punches per round against him, which is apparently low. I mean, who actually knows these type of things? If one of you guys could give me an example in like basketball terms in the comment section down below, it'd be much appreciated. He's also ranked first in fewest punches landed per round by his opponents at 5.4, edging out fighters like Tyson Fury for the top spot. Now, this stat has to be noteworthy because that guy's famous. So, you know. Bivol also has an edge against the prime Mexican fighter when it comes to reach, as Bivol has a distance of 72 inches while the Mexican is at 70. If Dmitry wants to win this fight, then he will have to do it before 12 rounds, because there is no way boxing is going to allow Canelo to lose by decision. I know this because it was proven in both Triple G fights, but that's besides the point. We'll save why I think boxing is rigged for another day. And before we continue, let's make sure to slow down and smash that like button while clicking subscribe, because only 2% of you are subscribed. Anyway, back to the video. Dmitry is not a pushover of an opponent, as I've proven. So if Canelo wants to win this fight, he's going to need to do a few things. Starting with the fact that Canelo really needs to step up his boxing ability for this fight, because Dmitry is a disciplined and economical fighter who chooses his shots carefully and doesn't waste punches. In fact, they call him Mr. Eco-Friendly because he never wastes a punch. It'll be necessary for the Mexican star to take this fight to the ropes or the corners, where he can deliver more sustained punishment with heavier shots, aka trap the big dude in a corner and swing away until he taps out. Plus, Canelo needs to hit for power to both the body and the head. 39 of his 57 beaten foes failed to hear the final bell because, he knocked him down, obviously. Finally, Alvarez needs a combative form of defense, slipping punches and bobbing and moving his head at an elite level. That'll lead Dmitry into being more interested in winning rather than surviving the fight. And once he can do that, he'll easily be able to catch Dmitry making a mistake that will cost him the fight. So with all of this said, I think it's safe to say that this will be one for the ages. And for the fight, round by round, I have it starting with Bivol taking an early lead against Canelo, as Canelo plays more conservative, with Bivol winning, I want to say, maybe the first 3 out of 4 rounds. But in the middle of the fight, this is where I have the tides shifting, as Canelo begins to ramp it up in rounds 5 through 8, slowly knocking away at the big Russian. And eventually, all those punches will eat at Dmitry. And by the 10th round, I have Canelo winning by TKO. But if Canelo fails against Bivol, it will signal the beginning of a new career and the fall of an old one. So for the sake of boxing, let's hope that doesn't happen, because Alvarez is pretty goddamn entertaining. And if you stayed this long, make sure to leave a comment saying Zaza Pachulia is freaky deaky or something. And shout out to Doja Cat, because that song is amazing. I mean, I can't get it out of my head. I'd play it in the video, but you know, copyright or whatever. Anyway, deuces.